obviously you're working on Black Mirror Series 4 at the moment. How far along are you in the process and how's it going?
We were just working this out. I think we're literally about an inch beyond halfway in that. So the episode I've been rewriting this afternoon is the 6th of 6, but that means that we're shooting we're near the end of episode 4 shoot-wise. Episode 5 starts shooting tomorrow morning. Episode 2 is the VFX are being done, and this, that, and the other. So we're literally about halfway through. So my first responsibility is writing scripts, and then concurrent with that, it's getting involved in absolutely all the other stuff. So sort of turning up on the set and crying or moaning or smiling, delete where applicable, and all the other. There's a sort of myriad of other things to do. So it's constant. It's sort of a constant conveyor belt of tiny little decisions that need to be made, or fonts you have to look at, or layouts for a phone to pick, that kind of thing.
Is there an episode you're particularly looking forward to seeing come to life, or a favourite?
That's a hard. I mean, all of them, because they're all different. I mean, they're all really different to each other, and because we have different directors for each one, they get interpreted in different ways and unpredictable ways often. So far, everything's been going very well, which is good, and they all look good. And I mean, the one I was rewriting today, is going to be the one I'm keenest to see at the moment, because whichever one you're writing at the time, you sort of see it while you're writing it, basically. So I always basically am describing what I'm seeing in my head when I'm writing the script, and then you hope that the finished version is substantially better than that, so it overwrites the version you pictured, if that makes any sense. So at the moment, I guess the answer would be the 6th one, but the order always changes. The order in which we actually sequence them always changes, so me saying the 6th one will be meaningless to anyone who stumbles across the finished product.
If you could describe the next series in 3 words, what would they be?
More of same, because you only gave me 3 words. More of the same, but also all totally different. There you go. So it's the same but different, because that's the sort of nature of the show. So they're all hopefully substantially different to any other previous episodes that we've done, which is always a tricky one, because you'll do something like we did San Junipero last season, and that was very popular with people. You can't just repeat that, so we've had to come up with new things.
Obviously the last series, I mean every series of Black Mirror tech has actually come true that was made up for it. Is there anything that's happened during the writing process for this one where you've gone, damn, I was going to use that but now I can't because it's real?
No, I don't think so. No. Weirdly, there was one news story I read the other day that I thought, oh, how does that reflect on an episode we've already finished shooting? Is that some new discovery made? And I thought, oh, does that alter that? I don't think it does. So hopefully not. But then when writing them, I never sort of think any of these are going to come true. And then it just seems like some of them do, which is a bit worrisome generally. I mean, these are quite, for this coming season, they're all quite far out there. So I don't envisage that being a problem, although if it does happen, then the world is really fucked. Well, the world is really fucked, so we'll see.
Were you a bit surprised by all the furore around when Donald Trump was elected, the Waldo moment, everyone was talking about it again?
Well, yes and no, in that, because I thought, oh my God, it's like something out of that when that was all going on. So, I mean, it would be arrogant to say, no, of course I wasn't surprised at all. I mean, it was both gratifying that people picked up on that and terrifying, because I mean, we didn't go that far in the story. In our episode, Waldo comes second, I think, or third, but he doesn't win. So I didn't see that. I thought I was worried that Donald Trump was going to win, partly based on the number of people who are going, he's got no chance, he's absolutely got no chance at all. It seemed like a really bad case of people overstating, like dismissing this as a possibility. And I think when I wrote that episode, I was clearly being influenced by a general mood that was going on at the time. So I don't think we really predicted anything so much as reacted to something that was already in the ether. I mean, where that'll end up, I don't know.
Are you holding back any ideas for a future series of Black Mirror Series 5? And do you reckon you could carry on for a few more series?
Oh yeah, no, I think definitely we could carry on. In terms of holding ideas back, what tends to happen is there'll be an idea that's sort of milling about for a while, and I'm thinking, oh, that's a good idea, but I don't know what the story is yet, and so it sort of goes on a back burner. And then often I'm trying to think of something else, and suddenly I remember I've got that in the cupboard, so to speak, and then it comes out. So yes, there are things I'm holding back, but not deliberately, just because I haven't given them a little home yet. So we shall see. But definitely, I'd like to think we can carry on doing them as long as the world lasts. So probably another 6 months.